Hello there guys and welcome, it is Niran here, and today it's time for me to welcome you back to another episode of our Wigan Athletic Road to Glory here on FIFA 16. Now quickly before we start the video, a few people have been saying that I'm not uploading enough, and I do apologise for that, but it is exam time in the UK. I know I said recently that soon I'll be done with exams, and that was great for a week, but then I've got one more in the middle of June. So once that's done, hopefully I'll be able to start uploading on a much more regular basis. However, in today's video, we've got a madness of a game. We've got like 4 league games. They're like completely irrelevant in comparison to the third game. The Capital One Cup final against Chelsea at Wembley. How we've got there, I don't know, because we're a League One team. Chelsea are a Barclays Premier League team. How we've got there is a mystery, but still, we have to play in the game. We're in the Capital One Cup final, and you'll be seeing that a little bit later on. But first of all, it's time for some league action. And first of all, we've got to play Colchester United, who are in a terrible vein of form at the moment. I suppose it could be worse, but they're not doing great in the table. They lost their last game to Sheffield United, and before that, they've drawn games. So we've got to try and capitalise on their bad form in this first simmed game of the episode. We are away from home though, but Sam Morsey, fresh off the back of scoring his first goal with a save, I think, last episode, has scored again in the 12th minute to give us a 1-0 lead. So decent timing again from Sam Morsey, and as you can see, Marcus Rashford has come off the bench and a minute later stepped up and scored a penalty to double our lead. Well, 20 minutes after that, he's then missed the penalty, so it's a bittersweet day for Marcus Rashford, but he did double our lead, and we do, in the end, win the game 2-0. That penalty miss from Marcus Rashford in the end didn't mean too much, and we start off the episode with a win against Colchester United. But now, we've got another sim game in the league yet again. It's Fleetwood Town that we're playing, again in League One. Before that, all-amazing Capital One Cup final against Chelsea. Then after that, of course, we've got 2 more league games against Doncaster and Coventry. But for now, we're playing Fleetwood Town. The last game they played, they actually beat Sheffield United, and before that, they've lost to Barnsley and Blackpool. So not the greatest of forms, but they are fresh off the back of a win. So we'll try and have to sort of stem that momentum that Fleetwood Town may have after their last result. It was a goalless first 30 minutes, with Borthwick Jackson getting 2 yellow cards after 37 minutes, which is not ideal. Haris Vucic then gave us the lead. Hennen then equalised. They then went down to 10 men, and Will Grigg has now given us the lead. He's on fire, I tell you, in the 63rd minute, and that has won us the game. So Borthwick Jackson, that's a big red card, because he's now ruled out for the Capital One Cup final through suspension. Vucic then giving us the lead, despite us being down to 10 men. Then they equalised, then they went down to 10 men, and we capitalised and took the 2-1 win in the end. So a decent set of results in the first 2 games, both sims, both in League One, picking up 6 out of a possible 6 in terms of points in the league, which is nice to see. In the background though, we have changed who we are training at the moment. Dino Zetterberg, our youth goalkeeper, is still being trained, but alongside him are Bartosz Kapuska and Mikkel Dooland, who were training at the start of the season but haven't been trained for quite some time. I'm training Kapuska on his passing and shooting, and Dooland on his dribbling and crossing. And as you can see, Dino Zetterberg in the middle has gone up to a 60 overall, which is pretty respectable for a backup goalkeeper. He's still going to be a backup goalkeeper next year, but he's got a respectable overall now as opposed to like 49. Nevertheless, it is time for the main attraction now. The Capital One Cup final at Wembley Stadium against Chelsea. Again, I don't know how we've got here, but we are in the final of a competition already. Halfway through our first season in League One, we could win some silverware. There you can see Will Grigg, who's the man to watch out for going into this one, with 3 goals in his last 3 games. And there you can see the starting 11. Jaskalainen in goal, James Bree at right back, then Piers, Lascelles and James, Jacobs, Morsey and Kapuska, with Vucic, Grigg and Dooland, the usual front 3. Michael Jacobs, who's been a fantastic servant for Wigan recently in real life, does get a reward by starting the cup final. Hopefully he has an influence on the game. The teams are ready, both sides are ready for this one, and it is going to get underway. As you can see already, Will Grigg stolen the ball off Kurt Zouma. He's cut inside, but it's a simple save for Thibaut Courtois. But an early warning there for Chelsea. A cagey further 22 minutes with both sides sort of starting to probe. But as you can see, Chelsea going forward there. John Obi Mikel with the shot, but it flashes just wide of Jaskalainen's post, thankfully. Now into the 37th minute. Jacobs has been found by Morsey. He's seen Kapuska. Zuma's been dragged out of position. It's going to find its way back to Jacobs, who's in all sorts of space and scores the first goal of this Capital One Cup final. Bartosz Kapuska with yet another assist. Jacobs, an on-rushing midfielder. I love it when midfielders make those sorts of runs. Jacobs makes them all the time, and he's been rewarded. We hoped he'd make an influence in the game, and he has. He's got a goal to give us a 1-0 lead. Right on the edge of half-time, Willian trying to beat James. He has done in the end. He's gone past Pierce, has he? No. Wonderful tackle. It's not Pierce, actually. It's Lascelles. Wonderful tackle there from Lascelles to keep it at 1-0 going into half-time. We have the lead, but we cannot underestimate Chelsea in this game. They are a BPL side. They are an incredible side. Diego Costa, I thought he'd scored there for a moment. It hit the post behind the goal. Thankfully, it's just wide. The resultant corner comes in, and Willian with an incredible effort from a volley, but it just goes just over the bar, thankfully. Chelsea probing again, but Fabregas has only picked out Mikel Doolan, who finds Bartosz Kapuska. First time ball to Will Grigg, cuts past Zuma and shoots, and Grigg scores to make it 2-0 and doubles our lead in the 59th minute. Will Grigg is on fire yet again. Chelsea's defence, they might be good, but they are terrified, and now the fans can start to dream of silverware. As a League One club, we are beating the BPL Titans Chelsea, and what a goal that is from Grigg. Cuts away from Zuma and blasts it past Thibaut Courtois to double our lead. As you can see, into the 71st minute, we've got a free kick here, and Vilcher is going all out. He's blasted it, but it's an easy save. Well, a decent save from Courtois. He'd expect to make it, I suppose, but one that he had to make nonetheless. And we are looking comfortable with 7 minutes to go. It's looking good. We've got a good passing bit of play going on here. Max Power, who's come off the bench, has found the ball. He's given it to Grigg. Then Morsey. Wonderful one-touch play. Kapuska then finding it. Mikel Doolan in on goal. Can he score and get his third? Yes, he can. Game, set and match. We have won the Capital One Cup final now, surely. 3-0 up with 5 minutes to go. What a performance this has been from Wigan Athletic. Kapuska has got all 3 assists. He's found Mikel Doolan on rushing, and Doolan with one touch then slots it around the goalkeeper. Surely we have won into injury time. It's still 3-0, and the referee has blown his whistle. A historic moment in the history of, obviously in the history of Wigan Athletic. A 3-0 demolition of Barclays Premier League Chelsea at Wembley Stadium. What a day it is for the fans. You know, travelled down to London from Lancashire, I think is where Wigan is, but nevertheless, what a victory this is. We are going to raise the Capital One Cup after beating Chelsea 3-0. Let that sink in. An absolutely incredible day for the club, and Jussi Jaskalainen raises the trophy in front of the fans, the probably very despondent Chelsea fans that may still be in the stadium as well. They'll be wondering how they've lost 3-0 to a League One side, but it's a League One side with so much character and ability as well, and we have quite rightfully won the cup after the run that we've had to beat Liverpool, United, City, Southampton and now Chelsea to complete 5 teams in the BPL that we have beaten. What a performance from the new players like Doolan and Kapuska, but the likes of Jacobs, Max Power, Sam Morsey, Jason Pearce, Jaskalainen, all the Wigan originals played really well, and it's man of the match for Kapuska. Unsurprisingly, he was everywhere and got a hat-trick of assists, I think, as far as I'm aware. What a day for him. What a day for us. £200,000 in tournament prize money as well for winning the cup. Absolutely astonishing scenes. We have already won silverware in this road to glory. How has this happened? In the background though, you're seeing a squad report, a few people asking me to see that this episode. Some good growth from the likes of Bree, who's up 5, Lascelles is up 1, James is up 1 I think as well. There you can see the rest of the squad. Kapuska up like 3, Doolan up 4 as well at the moment, Grigg is up 2, Sutar up 2 as well to 65, Roof is 66, Hughes up 1 to 71, Power up 2 to 66, and you'll see, of course, the rest of the squad as we go through. Marcus Rashford and Philip Volden as well going up, and overall the Youth Academy graduate is almost as good as, well, he's as good as Marcus Rashford apparently in this save, which is not too shabby Alonso at all. But wow, what an episode this has been already. 3 games, 3 wins, and a piece of silverware as well, as the underdogs, Wigan Athletic, the Giant Killers. We are officially, our nickname is officially the Giant Killers now. Absolutely astonishing scenes. In the background you'll also see that Conor McElhenney has gone up an overall in this month, which pales into insignificance in comparison to everything else that's happened this episode, but it's still good to note nonetheless. And also one of the high-profile names that went up an overall was Sam Morsey as well. In the background there you are seeing Marcus Rashford, who's already scored this episode. He scored a penalty. He's found it a little bit difficult to get in the side, especially since Kemar Roof came in. But in Sims, he seems to perform very well indeed. And he's going to be starting this game away from home against Doncaster, and already after 4 minutes, Haris Vučkić has given us the lead. It's not Marcus Rashford, but it's Haris Vučkić. We don't care who the scorer is realistically, but it would be nice to see Rashford get on the score sheet after the form that he's had. Emir Hughes has actually given us a 2-0 lead before Grant for Doncaster has actually pulled a goal back, which might make it a little bit squeaky bum time going into the final stages of this game. Only 15 minutes to go, and we are still just about holding on to the lead. Can we hold on till the end? Yes, we can, and we get a late flurry as well. Marcus Rashford does indeed get his goal 2 minutes from time. 2 goals for him this episode. That's the same amount of as Will Grigg so far, which is nothing to, that's not something to turn your nose up at. Marcus Rashford has been performing very well in Sims, and it'll be, hopefully, we'll get him in the squad a bit more, because he's been playing better than Kemar Roof, realistically. So it'll be nice to see him in the squad, hopefully. In the background, though, you're seeing training after yet another win this episode. That's 4 wins on the bounce this episode. Dino Zetterberg has gone up to a 60 overall. Now moving into a new month, and you can see Zetterberg and Kapuska are a lot closer to the next overall than they were before. And as you can see, every single player has gone up. Bartosz Kapuska's up to a 73, Zetterberg's up to a 61, and Dooland is up to 72. So wonderful growth from our young players, and of course, they're not just young players, they are starting 11 players. Dooland and Kapuska are the highest rated players in our squad, or some of the highest rated players in our squad, so we want them to do well, and they are doing well in terms of growth. Now though, it is time for the final game of today's episode, and it's a played one, away from home against 3rd place Coventry City. So this is going to be a difficult game. Coventry are a very good side. They've got the likes of Armstrong, Tudgai up front. They're a very good and formidable side in real life, and they are on this game as well. Kemar Roof, Max Power, Musa Mohammed, and Donovan Daniels are into the side for this game in comparison to the Chelsea Cup final. Coventry with a half chance there. Marc-Antoine Fortuné sort of dragging his shot very much wide. And the ball's into the box. Kapuska's chested it down even, and he's had to clear it off the line after his own possible mistake. Thankfully, he's managed to do that, and now going forward, he's played in Mikel Dooland, who's one-on-one, but he hits the crossbar. He should be doing better. It's fallen to Max Power, but it's blocked by Martin, the Coventry defender. Mikel Dooland should have given us the lead there. It's my fault, though. I put too much power on it, unfortunately. But into the box comes from the resulting corner, and Sam Morsey has hit the outside of the post. I think the goalkeeper had it covered nonetheless. But as you can see now, Coventry going forward into the second half. Musa Mohammed has not cleared the ball away despite me pressing on the clearance, and Adam Armstrong with a wonderful finish. But as you can see, look, I've already pressed on the power bar before the ball's got there. Just head it away. Why are you chesting it down, man? There's no need to be chesting it down in your own half, and Adam Armstrong has volleyed it. It's a fantastic finish, to be fair, from the on-loan Newcastle striker, but it has given Coventry a lead against the run of play, realistically. We are going forward, though, again. Griggs found Kapuska, who's found Kemar Roof. Poor touch, though, from him. He's found Kapuska again, but the shot is blocked, and it's scrambled away with 8 minutes to go. Now into injury time. We're getting desperate. Emir Hughes off the bench has found Will Grigg. He's then found Mikel Dooland, who will try and cut inside. Can he score? No, he hits the inside of the post and then puts the shot wide on the rebound, and it is not Mikel Dooland's day in this game. To be honest, I'd have rather him turned up against Chelsea in the Capital One Cup final, which he did, but it would have been nice for him to stick away a chance in this game. Unfortunately, despite not really deserving to lose, we've lost against Coventry City. However, as you're going to see in a minute, it doesn't really matter too much for the league. We are 20 points clear of Coventry, who are now up to 2nd place after that win. So, I mean, it doesn't matter too much, but it is disappointing. We probably didn't deserve to lose the game, maybe deserved to draw the game, but still, a little bit disappointing. What can you do? In the background a moment ago, you'll have seen the ratings as well. They're obviously not as high because we lost the game, but Kapuska and Jaskalainen did get good ratings. There you can see the table though in the background. We are miles clear at the moment of everyone else with a good 11 games to go, which means there should be about 2 more episodes of this series left before we end the season and move into the Championship. I hope though you guys have enjoyed this episode of Wigan Athletic Career Mode. Feel free to hit the likes button if you did enjoy, subscribe if you're new around here as well, and comment about enjoying the video if you enjoyed it that much. It's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a good day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.
Nah, that's not me. Act like a waste man, that's not me. Sex in the girl, nah, that's not me. Lips in the girl, nah, that's not me. Yeah, I used to wear Gucci, I put it all